The Princess and the Pea. A pea seems ordinary, doesn't it? The life of a pea is simple. Grow big and strong to feed the humans, just as my father did, and my father before him. Being known as the oldest vegetable in the world, only about 1 in 600 millions of us grow up to do anything special. Like the great pea warriors of old. But of course, this is the story of no ordinary pea. As my father said, be all the pea you can be. This is my story.
This is my story.
And this is how I became a legend. I grew up in the wonderful land of Wonderland. In my country, the prince ate to find a wife.
Where is my wife?
But it had to be a real princess.
Where is my princess?
So he traveled the world looking for a beautiful princess. He went to Iceland, the coldest of all lands. He went to Spain, mainly because of the bullfighting, not that much for the girls. He went to Argentina, again not so much for the girls, but to play football. He then went to Turkey, where the peas originally come from.
Peas, peas, the finest peas of the world. Please have some peas. Eat the peas. Peas, fine peas.
After this, he realized that this had been a stupid way to find a wife, and he returned back home to Wonderland. One snowy night, he knocked on the door.
Knock, knock, knock.
And the queen went to open. In the doorway was a beautiful young woman.
I'm a beautiful young woman.
In mud.
And I'm covered in mud.
She said that she was a real princess.
And I'm a real princess. Are you a princess?
And she asked if she could spend the night in the castle.
Can I spend the night in your castle?
The queen hesitated for a moment. The girl was pretty, but how could she be sure? How could she be sure she was a real princess?
Well, okay then.
The queen decided to use the good old pea trick and invited the young girl into the castle. The queen then went into the kitchen to find herself the perfect pea. As I said, only 1 out of 600 millions of us grow up to do anything special. So you can imagine my joy when the queen turned to me and said,
This is a pea I want.
I was so excited when the queen picked me up and carried me to the bedroom. When the queen picked me up to the bedroom. She placed me at the bed and threw a hell of a lot of mattresses and pillows on top of me. He then showed the young girl into the room and told her to go to bed.
Bitch, you're fucking mad. Yeah.
I'm so tired.
Yeah, I don't give a shit, but...
Jesus Christ, she was heavy.
It's a very small bed.
I didn't sleep much that night. It was terrible. The girl kept turning in the bed, throwing herself from side to side,
From this side, this side.
snoring all night long. The following morning, the queen entered the room, excited to see if the pea trick had worked. When she saw the princess all covered in bruises and saw how damn ugly she had become, she was no longer in doubt and shouted,
The good old pea trick never lies! It's a fucking princess!
The following day, the prince and the princess got married. But, unfortunately, the princess was a fake. As it turned out, she was actually very allergic to peas. So much that she couldn't stay in the same room as a pea. And that is what caused all the bruises and her face. At the wedding night, she killed the queen and the prince and ruled the kingdom with a cruel hand for many years. But I lived happily ever after. And even though the good old pea trick didn't work perfectly,
What can you do?
I still became a legend.